I'm Caryn McBride, Executive Editor of the Westchester County Business Journal. Thanks for tuning in today to Video Chat. Our topic is transportation, and our guest today is Maureen Morgan. Maureen is a transit advocate. She's also on the board of the Federated Conservationists of Westchester, and she's a frequent contributor to the Business Journal. Thank you for joining us, Maureen.
Thank you.
Maureen also is a proponent of rail travel, so the focus of our conversation today is going to be rail versus plane. Mm-hmm. And certainly a hot topic in Westchester, always transportation, but for business people, this is something that we're really going to be hearing a lot about. So Maureen, maybe we could start out by talking a little bit about the environmental pros and cons of rail versus plane travel.
Well, when I started writing this last article for you, I knew it was a really bad comparison, but I really didn't know how bad until I realized that on a per person basis, like say per mile, the train travel, let's put it another way, plane travel is 7 to 8 times more CO2 producing than train travel. Now, just so everybody understands exactly what I'm saying here, I don't know if it is broken down between short trips, cross overseas trips, and that kind of thing. So this is a rough number, but I think you get the idea in terms of what it takes to transport someone from here to there by plane or by train. And the incredible increase of CO2 in the plane travel really has to be considered. Now, many people have started to think, gee, maybe we ought to be factoring that in when we start inventorying CO2. They're trying. Westchester County is doing that, and I'm wondering if they've looked at plane travel. And I doubt it. Even in European countries, they have decided not to even include it. I guess they are now because there was such an uproar. But still, it's like one of those untouchable topics we don't want to know because we want to be able to fly anytime we want, anywhere we want. So the point is that if we are really serious about dealing with CO2 in the atmosphere, and I think we are beginning to be serious, at least that's my kind of impression. At least people would like to think we were being serious about it. Well, we have to take into consideration the way we travel, by plane or train. Now here we are putting all this emphasis on getting control of CO2, though we've really not done anything yet. We're just inventorying. That's a safe thing to do. We have to consider the difference between plane. Now, all the money is going into advancing plane travel, putting better runways, and this is federal money, by the way. The airports are funded heavily. I've forgotten now, it's $15 billion that is going to be, that's a four-year contract to improve airports. And what do trains get? Someone called it budget dust. I love that word. Well, it really says, it's like $1 billion. Budget dust is what rail gets, and that's the one that's the low CO2.
Well, if we know this, though, and all the studies are out, why is the government not stepping up to the plate then?
You say they know it, but you know the whole aspect of denial. You may know it somewhere back in your head, but it is so easy just to ignore it. Because it gets in the way of your lifestyle. Sure.
And as you note in your column that the air travel is up, there's all this work going on.
And they're projecting it going up, some astronomical thing, that's probably the right word for it, number in, say, 2020. Has anybody put this together? By that time they're going to be, the sea level rise will be like wiping out a whole lot of island nations. Seriously. It will happen.
Some very good points, Maureen. For more on this topic, check out this week's edition of the Westchester County Business Journal, where Maureen writes about the train versus the plane. You can also hear more from Maureen on a number of issues on her blog, which is on our website at westchestercbj.com. Maureen, thank you for joining us today. We'll check in with you
welcome.
soon. I think
it's always fun.
We need to do an update on the Tappan Zee Bridge soon.
Definitely. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm Caryn McBride, Executive Editor of the Business Journals. Thanks for tuning in.